Why are you hitting your mom? I mean, don't do this thing where we're shaking our head, we're trying to consider, because what I just read is you punch your mom in the mouth and it says that she was bleeding. As you know, I'm from the old school of parenting. That most definitely would not have been allowed. And all of this because you wanted her to drive you to the store and she said, no, walk.
This guy walks into court acting like none of this is a big deal, smiling, laughing, like he's not even taking it seriously. But what he's charged with? He punched his own mom. And what really stands out is the complete lack of remorse. Not even a hint of it. He's sitting there like this is all some kind of joke. Let me know what you guys think about this one, because this gets uncomfortable fast. Let's go ahead and jump in.
And are you Mr. Ronnie Simmons?
Yes.
Mr. Simmons, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand what you're charged with is assault, family, second offense? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, sir.
Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that case? I'm sorry, did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. And Mr. Simmons, did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, sir.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, no contact with Cheryl Simmons, no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Simmons, and of course, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. I know that you all have put affirmative finding of family violence below the line, but if there is if I deem that this is a family violence case, there will be an affirmative finding of family violence. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
All right, other than that, did everyone understand that I don't have to follow the recommendations from the state? Did you understand?
Yes.
All right, then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Okay.
State, any evidence?
The state offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments, Your Honor. No objections, Judge.
Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, I review in State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so first question I have, Ronald Simmons. Is Ronald Simmons married to your mom, and do they live together or no?
Father, actually, Judge. And
Right.
I think your parents were married. Yes.
So they live together. How old are you?
32.
You're 32 years old. And is this complaint in this case your biological mother?
Yes.
Why are you hitting your mom? I mean, don't do this thing where we're shaking our head, we're trying to consider, because what I just read is you punch your mom in the mouth. We only get one mother. And it says that she was bleeding. I mean, if you want a jury trial, I'm here. Anybody who wants a jury trial is more than welcome to have it. But it appears that you have some anger issues because this is a family violence second. This is not a first. How old is your mother?
46.
When's her birthday?
May 30.
You sound very unsure. All right. So why are you hitting on your mom?
All
right.
32 years old, still living with your mom. That's one thing. But putting your hands on her? That's a whole different level. That's not just anger. That's a serious problem. There's something deeply wrong when someone can hurt the person who's supposed to be their biggest support system, and instead of owning it, he just sits there like it's nothing. No accountability, no reflection, just attitude. At some point, you've got to stop making excuses and face what you did. Because if you can't even take responsibility for something like this, where do you go from there? That's what makes this so hard to watch.
And at your age, even if you were younger, if your parent doesn't want to drive you somewhere, they don't have to. That's what via buses are for. That's what getting a job and getting your own car for. When this happened, were you living at that home?
No.
So you're coming over starting problem. And this previous assault family violence case, who was the complainant in that case? On March 25th, 2022, you were convicted of assault, bodily injury, family household, and cause number 669877. Who were you on probation for out of that cause number? What is their relationship? Can somebody look that up for me? Cause number 669877. It's a county court cause number, and see who the complainant was.
Cheryl
What are the
Simmons,
parents?
Judge.
Cheryl Simmons.
Yes.
So the same person.
Right. Yeah.
What is your issue with your mom? I don't understand people who hit their mothers and their parents.
Right.
As you know, I'm from the old school of parenting. That most definitely would not have been allowed. And there are many things that I cannot say, but I don't know if, well, I do know. If I would have hit my mom, well, let's just say I would not be here as judge now. But people would probably be saying, oh, we remember Stephanie. She was such a nice little girl. So why are you hitting on your mom? And this is not the first time. There has to be a reason for it. Why do you think it's okay to hit your mother?
I mean, I could sit here and say I didn't, but I mean, I said no context, so.
Well, no, I mean, you've done it before in the past. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you hitting on your mom? Why do you think that's okay? Oh, you want a jury trial?
Nothing.
Mhm.
I'm just answering your question.
Well, we have 2 cases with you involving your mom. So you're saying on both occasions, you never put your hands on her. And the fact that they're saying that she's bleeding from the lip, that's just, I don't know, something she did to herself. All right. And it says here, you hit her with a closed fist, splitting her upper lip, causing it to bleed and swell.
This isn't even the first time, either. That's what makes it worse. Second time hitting his own mom, and with a closed fist. That's not a mistake. That's a pattern. Now look, nobody's defending what he did. But if he had shown even a little bit of remorse, just some sign that he understood how serious this is, it could have made a difference. Instead, he's sitting there smiling, almost like he thinks it was justified. And all this started because she told him no? That says everything. That kind of attitude in court doesn't help you. It hurts you. Badly. And honestly, it's hard to see any real change coming from someone who doesn't even think they did anything wrong. What do you guys think? Does someone like this deserve any leniency at all?
It says suspect grabbed victim's left upper arm with his left hand, holding her in place, and then punched her in the mouth with closed fist. And all of this because you wanted her to drive you to the store, and she said, no, walk. I don't know what people, in this day and age, people act like children can't ride the school bus. They got to have a nice car. People can't walk to where they need to go because it's embarrassing, or get on the VIA bus because it's embarrassing. If you don't have a car, can't afford a car, get a car, you walk. All right. Are you employed? Would that be at Babies?
Yeah, please.
Are those burgers better than Chris Madrid's? I'll see. You both, if you work there, you're supposed to say most definitely, but
Chris Madrid's is hard to beat, Judge. He's trying to be honest. He's under oath. He's trying to be honest.
okay. All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
7.
And who does your child live with?
Mother.
Do you see your child?
So
Do you pay child support?
yes.
All right. And I ask these questions because part of your conditions on probation, which sometimes people don't read all of the conditions, even though probation, I know, goes all of the conditions with you. Part of the conditions of probation automatically is supporting your dependents. All right. All right. 6 years deferred adjudication, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. No contact with Cheryl Ann Simmons, and that's with one M. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. I'm going to want regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month until further notice. The BIPP course, anger management. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
Connor, did you mention community service hours?
Let me do that. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Simmons. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. Parenting classes with triple P. Anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? I'm sorry? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You only get one mom in this world. And you know what? The way you're treating your mom, you're asking for your son to behave in that same manner. And your son may end up going before a judge because they're looking to you and you're educating them on how to solve problems. And this is not the way you do it. Do you understand? From here on out, everything you do, you need to ask yourself a question before you make a decision. Is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for 10 years? And if the answer to that question is maybe, I don't know, you shouldn't.
So the sentence ends up being 6 years of deferred adjudication. Basically, it's a second chance, but with strict conditions. And honestly, for something this serious, that's going to feel light to a lot of people, especially when you look at his behavior. The smirking, the lack of remorse, it doesn't exactly scream, I'm ready to change. If anything, it feels like he thinks he got away with it. And that's the concern. Because when someone walks out of court like this without learning anything, chances are they're coming right back. Maybe sooner than anyone expects. Personally, I think this could have used a stronger message. But what do you guys think? Was this too lenient or was it a fair call? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.